interesting one. Replacing her with a mustache-twirling Melody is a huge downgrade for the movie. Cole then finds himself face-to-face with the other cult members from the first movie, including the perpetually shirtless Max, the not at all graceful Allison, Sonia, who has cookies for some reason, and my least favorite of them all, John.
You look like you seen a gorgeous black ghost.
I don't think I made it clear last time why I dislike John so much. It's because he kept saying clumsy, forced lines like this.
Hands up, don't shoot, man. Black Lives Matter too. You feel? 3 out of 4 people got an STD. I got 2 people's blood on me. You do the math, I got AIDS. I know I got AIDS.
He's just, you know, a lot. He's too much. Also, I learned real fast from comments on the first kill count that it's pronounced King Batch, even though, I mean, look at that spelling. You can't get mad at me for reading it as King Bach. There was another Bach who was a bit more famous than him, okay? Phoebe shows up all of a sudden, needing gas for that jet ski she took off on like 7 hours ago. And after she excuses herself and Cole climbs up to the top deck, we kick off into the more actiony and thankfully less talky 2/3 of the movie.
Damn, it feels good to be back. Woo!
It's good to have you back, Robbie Amell. That guy's just as funny as he is chiseled.
The dude is built like a Greek god.
I also found Will Thorne really funny. So interviews out there. So, you know, that's good. Will slides down onto the beach and they take off from the yacht. And avoiding the parts of looking scared about it. They pull over and Cole catches her up in a cult stuff. She
Many sequels have surpassed their original.
Oh yeah? Name one.
T2.
You got a hard on for camera.
personal agenda, so she sets off on her own. She comes across a dude practicing the Deliverance music on a banjo, and since that's one of her favorite movies, you'd think she would recognize the potential danger here. She does that. Puts her trust into this Leroy, played by Scott MacArthur, who absolutely killed it in the MIG. Man, that show is funny. Leroy ends up being a predator who tries to assault Phoebe, but thankfully Cole appears and tries to defuse the situation by talking about his favorite campfire snack.
I love s'mores. I eat them just for pleasure.
If you were wondering what the fuck that was, like I was, it's a reference to the 1985 movie The Sure Thing, made by Phoebe's favorite director, Rob Reiner.
I mean a guy who would rip your heart out and eat it just for pleasure.
McG calls Killer Queen a mixtape of all his interests, but the reason it doesn't work for me is because he's making these teenage characters reference all the things he loves as a 50-year-old man. Like, these kids would know what the short thing was. Come on. Call Bugs Bunny's Leroy and they escape with the help of some black shootings. Call back to an earlier humiliation Cole suffered in school. Or they can drive off with Leroy's car. Sonya appears in the late and a call back to the rocket that killed her in the first movie. Oh shit, Sarah leaving! Finally! Wait, no! Sonya turns to the right to the blade, and a fire starter on the Despite my issues with it, I loved the gore in the first Babysitter, and the same goes for the sequel. Also, apparently Haname Lee got to keep her own fake severed head. After getting Leroy's car stuck on a rock, Cole and Phoebe run off on foot towards a nearby cabin that Phoebe was headed to. She thanks Cole for saving her from the campfire creeper, then hints towards a mysterious backstory that, in the end, is just as interesting as all her 80s pop culture references.
Thumbs the brakes, pony boy. Stay gold, my ass.
Which is to say, not very. On their way to the cabin, they come across a little bunny rabbit. Aw. That was done by Allison, who we see once bombed an audition to be a journalist. Allison shoots at them and knocks off Ricardo before one of her bullets ricochets back into her boot. Of course, fend off the shirtless wonder, eventually putting him down with a kick in the yaks.
Finally found my dick, Cole!
The kids hop onto a boat named the Jenny, owned by a random guy who's not long for this world, since he is likely stabbed through the back by Max. He dies, and his body falls into the water. Max's origin vignette shows us how he was Beaver's sharpest fastball, and was recruited by Bean with a single line.
You wanna kill someone?
He sure does, but he also wants to get in on that pop culture reference game, so he mentions Tommy Jr., which proves that old Phoebe is the punchline needed to unlock this boat. They try to leave. Max tried to have on an interview with a scene they had to film during flights in November, making it pretty unpleasant for Robbie Amell and his stunt double.
It was me and a stunt double. And the stunt double wasn't there for any single specific shot, so that the two of us could cycle back and forth. This was too long to do it.
Max starts pulling his way towards them, but when he gets to the stern, he's met by a baseball assist streak and a big old flame that lights his head up, causing it to fall off the road. Cole starts up the engine, and it kills Max by pulling his face into the motor, splashing blood all over the kid, and it needs strawberries and oatmeal.
Hey, I'm Phoenix. Today, I'm not only gonna train.
Wait, what do you say, Mom? Apple crisp? What's that? I don't know what that is.
Somehow, John survived his death, even though they were driving that boat away from the dock for a while. And he's upset about Cole's increased competence.
Boy, he was a baby. Now he's all grown stuck. Spank him like a baby, like bam, bam, bam. Now I gotta kill him like a man.
Jimmy and Diego agree that this ritual is getting too difficult, so they go to leave only to spontaneously blow up one after the other. I like this more in Ready or Not, which was a good horror comedy starring Samara Weaving. Using a satellite phone, Melanie calls Cole's dad, who's been partying down with her dad, getting high and playing VR. She tells him the state of things, saying Cole is having a breakdown, and asks them to come and get him. They'll get right on it, Mel, as soon as Juan's done making his 5th or 6th joke about loving his car more than you.
Is she in one piece?
Yeah, she was a little shaken up, but she's...
Not her, the car!
Cole and Phoebe have a little boating bonding sesh where we get a few more flashes of her hashtag traumatic past. She tells him she always wanted to be Alice of Wonderland growing up, going on grand adventures. Glad she got to live out her dreams. Ain't too many adventures grander than fleeing from Daisy Dukes Washington there. They dock at an isolated cabin on a hill, which can be opened with the key Phoebe found in her locker with that bunny. This is some fantasy.
What?